Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries and furs, Trashkin all. Good evening and welcome to Trashkin Gaming. I'm your humble host, your friendly bi-neighborhood raccoon on the spectrum, Rasp, Trash Bear. Today we're getting back into Wild Arms Culter Code F. Last time it was a rough go, which kind of matches perfectly because it's been a rough month. Let me tell you, Trashkin. So I headed down to Indiana for some nerdy stuff. Not Gen Con, but some general nerd business. But yeah, I made a trip down to Indiana, hit a deer, car got totaled. Good news, I've got GAV coverage. Bad news, it has been since the start of the month until now, until I was able to get all that paperwork squirreled away. And like it was just deeply inconvenient. Shout out to Ma Trash Bear for holding it down in that situation, because dear sweet glob, I was in over my head. But the shiny new Trashmobile is sitting in the driveway. The only big problem I had with it was after getting the paperwork for that together was B, getting that squared away was its own to do. Pardon me. But the biggest problem with it was apparently the default tips on most gas stations, or specifically one brand of gas station I'm at a lot in the Midwest, namely Quick Trip. Apparently their air compressor tips are just no bueno as far as my tires are concerned, which makes me go, it's not worn out or anything. Okay, I guess these just don't get along with mine. Oh, okay. Not sure how the heck that happened. So I had to cough up for a shiny new portable compressor. Not a big dense number. I coughed up for our IOB just so I can make sure everything's leveled off where I want it. Mariel's in her cabin? That's odd. Hey Mariel, how's it going? Oh no, what happened? Why? Oh, Rudy, his arm. We didn't mean to scare you. Let us explain to you what's going on. Oh no, the sedative's wearing off. I understand. I see it now. Mariel's herb must be working. Rudy always seems to be in less pain. This herb, you can take away the pain. It also cauterizes the wound, because it is living metal. That is Fascinating. Living metal. How do you know about that? This is also living metal. My brother's sword. One of the mistakes which the Elu and humans made 1,000 years ago was to create living metal. It's the essence of life in the shape of a demon. It is capable of closing up a small wound, just as any other human body would do. However, I'm afraid that there's not much we can do about Rudy's left arm or the sword. Not anymore. We have neither skills nor technology to create living metal in this day and age. This day and age. Wait, what if we could travel back in time 1,000 years? Travel back to that time? Is that possible? Why don't you come with me to the Holy Wood Mound? In that place, we may be able to travel back 1,000 years in time. We can just do that? Oh dear lord. Okay, we need to get on that grind post haste. Mario is far too delicate for this adventure in life. One. Oh dear lord. This is gonna be a whole to-do, isn't it? Oh, good lord. Oh, he's got heart magic. Well, light him up. What is your weakness? Nice. This is gonna be annoying. Might not be the most potent healing, but hey, she's able to do the thing. I kind of love that Mariel gets to join in on the quest. Even if the devs did stick me with a level 1 character. Bigger problems to have. Yeah, I know better than to hop in with a 1st of June without doing some training. Wonder what her abilities are. Curious and curiouser. I gotta admit, I am mildly miffed that I might not get to use Mariel at the end game. Not saying she's A+ material, just, you know, I'd like the option. Though, I suppose they're already throwing my favorites at me, so... This feels a little like an afterthought, given how it's structured, but... Worse things. What is this? Find that clockwork temple again. You remember the one I found ages ago and never thought about again? Like, yeah, every time I get a tool, I should stop back here and then just meander it off. Yeah, I should make some time for that. Well, she's not tough. This much is certain. Just gotta grind it out sometimes, Trashkin. You know, I suppose I could spare you the doldrums, so, I'll rejoin you in just a beat. Okay, Trashkin, so full disclosure is only right about now, the following week, when I realize, after reading more carefully, that leveling up Mariel is entirely optional. Although I just want best girl to be best she can be. But I also realized that it's yeah. Push RNG. I also finally figured out the apples. Okay, it's not that you zip off to punch them in the face. It's that punching in the face multiplies the XP by the damage you do. Mega apples, more so, you kind of want the in-game crew for that, but Trash, it can be done another way. You can hope to get lucky. Mega apples are still a little too quick for me. Passage of 1,000 years ago is at the back of the forest. Let's hurry. Got it, Mariel. Oh, the other to do. Trolls. Apparently the big deal with trolls is... So, apparently the way it works with, good old Jack's abilities, Fast Draw, is if the enemy has levels over you, the difference between Jack's level and the enemy's level is the amount of uses that counts as. So if I'm a level 10 and going up against a level 20, smacking somebody else, or smacking something higher level, like say 20, 10 uses. So the troll, if you've got the right setup early on, can be worth fighting, but they are a very rare encounter, or I'm in the wrong place entirely in the mountain pass. I'm not sure which, because I spent 2 hours trying to hunt that guy. Just nothing. Ah! The back. Guess there was no reason to explore beforehand. Possibly a block I didn't. Oh, that is cool looking. You know, I'm gonna miss the floating island. I really expected to have the floating island count. It's been 1,000 years since this was. It's been 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Yalu first left for the Yalu left for Gia because it was ruined before against. Oof, textures are doing a little rough today. Oh, there they go. Green trees and blue water. For we who live in harmony with nature, the world had become a harsh place. There was nowhere left for the Elu, anywhere. So the Elu left and created a second homeland on the floating island. Hey, which drifts in space! Oh, get the counter ready, editor rasp. That world is the Elu dimension. The Elu dimension is the world which Filgia used to be. The Elu dimension must be technology to heal Rudy's arm. Oof. You know, this is the first FMB had, or this is the first cutscene that's had troubles. So let's go. Rudy doesn't have much time left. Mariel, please take us to the Elu dimension now. This relic opens the passage that connects Filgia and the Elu dimension. To begin, we must tell the relic that the user is an Elu. Using the life of an Elu. Mariel! Brother Vasim, please lend me the power. Mariel, your hand! Let's just be a little bit of blood, because whole life I'm going to be incredibly depressed. All exist for bonding. By our bond with, we are allowed to live eternally. By our bond with the world, we hear nature. To preserve these bonds, we're not afraid of giving up everything. Rudy protects this forest, so I also want to preserve that bond. What's going on? I don't know. Trust Mariel. Hey, everyone's in one piece. I'm guessing Mariel's fashion sense is going to make more sense here. Is this the element? They're so different. Wheel feels much cooler. We're here, Rudy, in the Elu dimension. Just a little longer now. Oh, and they're great. Mario is also weak considerably. We must find a place to treat them somewhere soon. Hey, we got 2 walking wounded. Oh, but there is a point to leveling up Mariel. We'll get to that when we get to that. I'll tell you when we're there. You'll know. And I tell you, upscaling's terrific, but every now and again. Hiya, folks. This cannot be. Could possibly activate. We're here to ask for your help. We the Elu. Kenneth. Chitwood and Kenneth. Truly a classic pair of it. I'm sorry, just Chitwood. I was expecting something in a similar vein, and just Kenneth. We, the Elu, do not wish to have contact with humans. Leave our premises immediately. We have an injured here. Only you can heal him. And we have an Elu who requires your attention too. Her? She's the sister of the traitor. There's no reason for us to help her. Take her back to your decaying world. Anybody else feel like giving Rudy enough spirit energy to slap him the way he did somebody else in that forest? I'd do it if I could. Wait. We let them go, people will know about the mound. Let's take them back to the village. We'll ask Ogani for guidance. Please help Rudy. I'm begging you. So will you help us? Please, follow me, travelers. Well, I'm glad the elders aren't like the youngins. I'm angry enough for one episode. Like, occasionally you do just get the out-and-out jerks in RPGs, because there's got to be some conflict somewhere in the story. So, you wish to use the power of the Elu to heal that boy's left arm. Is that correct? Rudy is a member of our team. We are fighting together to save Vilgi. So, you are to fight off the demons who are again invading. How can you trust that boy when you are aware that he is not full? Can you accept him? More closely related to demons than humans? Well, I'd say so. We've been fighting with him for how long? Why do you think we came all this way? Of course we trust and believe in him. The people of Vilgia feel the same way we do. They are waiting for his return. Rudy is the hope that the world needs right now. Also, he's my primary damage dealer, no offense. He's saved the lives of many people, myself included. During the Great War, the Elu humans created 8 giants. You mean the golems? They possess a devastating power. However, Golem is only as good or evil as the ones who control it. This led us to search for ways to create a golem with heart and conscience, out no consequence. began the Home Cross project. The project started with analysis of a deep capture. This would help us create a cyborg utilizing. The idea was to make a human's instruction so that the cyborg becomes capable of adapting to various situations. Artificial intelligence only if the cyborg could both its own judgment and the capacity to Home Cross to be a perfect weapon, fully adaptable, was designed to be compatible with. However, to the dismay of its creators, the Home Cross turned out to be a malicious killing machine. Baffled by the results of our efforts, perhaps using a body derived from demon-like desire to destroy. Rudy doesn't have that, but destroy the Home Cross once. The prototype was sealed in a chamber to see. Rudy isn't a killing machine. He has a bigger heart than anyone I know. Telling me that Rudy feels human emotion? That is impossible. Old man Zeppet must have talked. He was the one with whom Rudy used to travel before we met him. Old man's compassion. Cyborg weapon into a life form. Oh wait, that was. Old man's compassion must transfer him from cyborg. I can't reread from memory. It's a paragraph, but I have a photo. Let that one go. No matter how much the Home Cross has changed, cannot be of any help to you. The technique of coaxing life from metal has long been gone for over 1,000 years. No. There is nothing we... Mariel, you should be resting. Guarding you is derived from... my brother Vaseline. Not speak of the Guardian Blade. I remember when it vanished 1,000 years ago. Guardian Blade ravaged through the uncontrollable and devastating force. There is a massive crack in the dune. Disrupted the world. This evidence of destruction caused a weapon attacked by my brother. Mariel stayed in to make up for her brother. She was determined to stay in the dune and stay when flowers returned. I cannot afford to make a mistake like the world. We must take action now, before it's too late. There I go, use the wrong voice. We must take action now, before it's too late. Running away from the past mistake will accomplish nothing but the imminent demise of the world. I cannot afford to lose Rudy. He's the one who gave me the strength to carry on during the of time. Please. Alone in the west, out past the forest. Hey, may I come along? I must teach him not to give up, just as you have taught me. so it's decided. Have to understand the Guardian Blade may again ravage the world, even in the hands of a skilled blacksmith. Are you willing to take that risk? Know that it will take a miracle, Guardian. Miracle means so much more. Make it happen itself. I am sure it happen. Possible. Miracle not happen. Leon. Guardians. You can finally see the light at the tunnel, though I was pretty skeptical at first. I'm afraid I cannot do this alone. Help us. Come on, Rudy. Sorry, buddy. We gotta drag you off. Just in case they're getting sticky. I don't have a radar on me, so. Out here. Kind of a yurt thing. Guardian of Life has been trapped in the forest prison for a long time. Just had no way of rescuing the Guardian because of the prison security. Not for long if I got anything to say about it. Guardian of Life, Little Yuke, is also confirmed. Sincerely wish to rescue our Guardian from the prison. Securely sealed was the spell. There is no way for us to... Oh. This person is said to find numerous numbers of different kinds of monsters. Monsters roam around maze like prison, aimlessly, ready to attack anything. I advise you to be well prepared. If I remember right, it's any monster you've analyzed goes in there, so all that hard early work might be kicking me in the ass. Now, there was a bond between us and the Guardian. Both shared a vast ancient knowledge. However, the evil Guardian rejected a suggestion to transfer to Dimension once the Great War ended. Chose a life with humans in the decaying world. Human mage is depicted in the book De la Metallica. Though I keep translating it as Metallica because I see that way more often. Illustrates a living... Literature illustrates a living metal, the resulting product of alchemy, read by the Guardian. This Guardian is said to live in secrecy, in search of the right human, and serve as his apprentice. We cannot trust the home crust. We know how vicious it can be. Perhaps your lack of such a memory allows you to welcome him as a member of your team. That is an advantage you possess, the ability to forget them. Home Cross was created to defend during the Great War 1,000 years ago, yet almost divided us. How can you trust the Home Cross boy, part of your team? Because he's a good shot. No, seriously, that's all I need out of a party member. That does not kick me down a not easily returned from gap and can hit the mark. Past 1,000 years, we ignored and refused to face our problems. I don't believe we've been taking the right path. Now you have introspection, Chitwood, or is that only when somebody of a size and variety that can kick your butt? Hello. You're supposed to be the secret. That seemed startling. Hello. Nice mage. See, there are lots of monsters in the woods, including an ape man named Bargon. I'm hiding in the village to protect myself. Fair enough. Why is there a guillotine set up here? Well, it's worth trying with the... I do like the raised platform. Extra comfy feeling about it. You have any Gimel coins? The Ariel is currency. You'd be my best customer. And only customer, I bet. Oh! Okay, so you can stock up on these. I'll take the EX or the EX. Hello. How about some Gimbal coin for my spell to give you energy? How are you? Would you like to save progress? Yes, please. It's a save monkey. Well, save 8. Is that where I started? That is, in fact, where I started. Gimbal coins are the currency of the land. You're in a duck. Or is that some form of kato? Possibly smaller monkeys? Oh! Those are large boxes. I can't do jack to those until I have Rudy again. This is an Elu colony called Bajon Village. I see. So this is what humans look like. Oh, excuse me. It's been a while since I've seen a human. I couldn't help but stare at your funny-looking... So dense. Alice? Oh, Alice! I bet they named her after... Alice the gorilla. Gull Mage. Everybody but Kenneth seems to have a very fitting, like, Elfie name. Kenneth, wish to see Vassum, you will have to pass through the forest. But I don't believe any human could pass through its foggy maze. Vassum is not wanted here. He was sent somewhere past the forest where no one would have to see him. That's one interpretation. What have you done? I never imagined the humans would step into the Ellie's village. This is a sign of change in the world. Is this a sign of change in the world? Or is this a warning sign of it? Yellow dimension has not changed past 1,000 years. Same air, same water, same breath. I'm starting to wonder if it's okay to live this way. Well, you know, it's likely good to question your circumstances from time to time. Hello there. Rabakichi? Guardian Blade was forged by Vassum. I hear some humans are seeking to recover it without knowing its deadly nature. The overconfidence of her brother Vassum ended up jeopardizing the very future of Gia. Vassum now lives as an exiled man. I personally think the punishment did not fit. I'm guessing you're the one going for harsher punishment? We'll get. Forest prison confines the monsters which crept mentioned. Prison is protected by a maze spell, which keeps the monsters from escaping. Only monsters from the Elu dimension. Forest prison. Result: say the Elus have an untroubled daily life. Each of the golems had its own unique specialized. However, the war with required more versatility, thus the birth of Homecross. Which Homecross, I assume, is an ridiculous. The prototype was based on the demon's body system, mimic their mind-controlling power. I assume arm compatibility, but fighting fire with fire, so to speak. It sounded great, but what resulted was a great catastrophe. Homecross displayed such a horrid power that it was expunged from history. After Parker's project director died, Penny decided to project. Ah, so you made the call to pull the plug originally. See, that's something you should probably volunteer, because it kind of sounds like you got some bias going on here. Or, you know, that's where my brain goes. Alright, bop it. Oh, mage. Forest prison is a maze-like woods Elu created to confine monsters. We, the mages of the wood, know the way to not get lost in the mage. It's quite simple. Just follow the direction of orange-colored fragments. Follow orange road. Okay. Well, I'm glad I bothered to take the time to learn that. Sure, I got every advantage I can get. Right, nobody there? I think that's everything. Well, not how I expected to get my first XE key, but hey. Alright, fire up the counter. Thanks, Editing Mouse. Appreciate you. It's been a while since... Whoa. Oof. Alright, this might be a little rougher than the usual overworld, but... I don't have a map. Hey, but I do have stuff. Cards, grab life sheet. I have not picked up. Well, I mean, I guess I should assume wherever I'm going, it's going to have a prison that's shaped like a forest. Oh, there we go. Well, that feels obvious now that I'm staring dead at it. Again, Trashkin, upscaling's a wonderful thing, but it doesn't always agree with the game. There's the entrance. Feels like a good time to make a safety save. Un momento, Trashkin. Alright, safety save made. In we go. I gotta love it, Trashkin. I'm most embarrassed I missed a week for optional grinding. Follow. You can skip a lot of the fights here. But this is the primo place to show up for the hard to get to, the missable one-way dungeons. So apparently, and I've changed my mind about the meh grade dungeons a little bit, because turns out they were made meh grade not to make life easier on the designers or because they're out to order lunch, but to minimize the amount of scanning and analyzing you needed to do to complete them. So, does that remove the feel of meh design? No, but now that I kind of understand the rationale, I'm a little less harsh about it. That's creepy. Ah, that's my way down. I love this layout thing. What happens if... Yeah, all the... Ugh, I'm in. Why not? Success! Well, I need the Gimel coin, so it's getting opened either way. Okay, it makes it painfully obvious you did not follow the life force. I'll worry about 100%ing this later. It's sort of vague, but I seem to be reading it correctly, so... I should probably be taking notes. Dice, of course. I am regretting not filling out my elements first, but fair, magic isn't effective against anything but basic baddies. A palpable 2 HP damage from Mariel. That's not a problem. You're only going to be around for this next round. Success. It's nice to be gaining Gimel coins again, but still stings a little. Granted, they do hand them out like candy. Oh, hey! Odd place for a puddle. Said follow the life force, so I'll follow the life force for the time being. Oh, hey! In a minute. Fortunately, I've had to review these guys for a minute, so I am well familiarized with most of their weaknesses. Turns out running off for a week to do a little bit of grinding does have a couple of dividends. But yeah, if a little inconvenient, this is a great one-stop shop for leveling off the download ability. All right, everybody, just bums rush. Look a lot creepier here. Even Mariel gets her first kill. No, seriously, that's the first effective damage I've had Mariel do. Oh, here we go again. I never should have scanned you. Axle smash. Lightning. And turtle up. Going a little overboard here because this is one of the I was hoping not to run into. And we slide on through. Go. Second half, I'll explore that later, but Progresso first. There's something terrifying about the potential to miss, but Forge first. Else can come after. Brother Vaccine! Mariel, it's you. What are you doing here? Please, Vaccine, your help to help Rudy. It's one of my dearest friends. Calm down, Mariel. Now tell me, what's going on? Taboo one. Omicron. Years. Right. Living metal to heal left arm. I beg you, bro. I beg of you. Let's create Guardian Blade. Yes. Get it, Mario. Don't want me to deliberately. As I can tell, I will not recreate the Guardian Blade. The weapon would destroy our world. It's completely out of the question. It's more than a weapon. It is life I ask you to bring back. Living thing, neither good nor evil. Brother Vaccine, only one who is capable of life into Mariel. How you have changed. Spirit is much stronger. Never get. I believe that Rudy, maybe even the minds of the. So please, Guardian, you're running out of time. Your help to save Rudy. Is this what I think it is? Yes, a fragment of the Guardian. Prize gathering those isn't a subplot, but Use it to recreate the Guardian. Let it shine with our... Using this fragment shouldn't take very... So, do it? Excuse me. So, you'll do it? I will make the Guardian feel his... To do that, I will need the Guardian of Life to revive the metal and... Guardian control it. I'm gonna get... F? I hear some contention died about that, but... Looks like I have to ask you to gather powers of both life and death. I'm gonna trust the guide on that. You can count on us. We'll get them no time. That. This is the key. It's the Guardian's life, and it's the least I could do to have helped my sister. Migrants. Gillberries. Now this is where we get into what we get. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, so to recap. However heavily you level Mariel determines at this point what you get. Level 1 or level 2, heal berries. 3, revive fruit. Level 4, potion berry. Level 5, an altar part. Nectar at level 10, small flower at 15, omega berry at 20, horse carrot at 25, ambrosia at level 30, level 50, get a level apple, surprise guard skill at 51 to 95, and from 96 up, get an additional floral arts. Though the guide does suggest keeping her below 96, so don't go too crazy for your first file. On additional files, it's apparently a little easier to level her. 5 fruit, 6 potion berry, altar part, nectar, small flower, mega berry. Yep, so I didn't slide past 25. There's a secret fountain, forest prison. Key to that. The key that opens up the path is the freedom key. Hear the Guardian's voice, you will... I know. That's my job. I'm a shrine maiden, Guardian. Let's get started then. Mariel. Excuse me. Let's get started then. Mariel, I'll need you. Okay? Whew. I promise. Fix your arm in now. Stay strong. Keep fighting. I will be praying for you. We're all here for you. Get well soon. I can't wait for the day when you... Please tell me if you're in any pain. Oh. Well, let's grab some grass because it's a good place to pause here before I run into the dungeon again for stuff. To find the Guardians of Life and Death, or... In the meantime, my brother and I will be preparing for the surgery. It's difficult to see him suffering. Check it out. Revive Rudy's left arm. I need the Guardian of Life. I also need the Guardian of Death to power the blade. Only then will I be able to transplant the Guardian blade into its left arm. Mariel and I will be preparing for the transplant. I trust you to handle getting the powers we need from the Guardians of Life and Death. Counting on you. The whole world is counting on you. You know, I can say this for Vassine. He's a man of many talents, clearly. But, he obviously trusts his sister's judgment. Which makes me trust him. That's a big damn hammer. What? Don't look at me like that, Trashkin. Loose goods have saved the world more than once in these games, I'll have you know. Is somebody to talk? Hello there, Forest Mage. Aloof Mage. Vestine lived here alone for a long time. I was the only one whom Vestine talked to those things. Sense? Oh, hey! Are you also Alice? Tress. Hello there. See, you've come a long way. Like to save progress? Yes, I would. All right. That sneak animation. Oh, I bet there might be some goodies there. Or here. Do it! That scene was holding out on us. Alright. And for form's sake. I know it's a little tiring sorting through all the text, Trashkin. Hearing me read it painfully one piece. Oh, hello. One piece at a time, but... It's a path back to the... Oh. Well, I obviously can't do anything with those until Rudy's back. So I sync on those. Okay, I'm betting I need one of Rudy's specialty for that. Lights. But I think that here's where we're gonna pause, Trashkin. I know better than go chewing on a dungeon when I have a trash ship coming up me. I should be preparing breakfast. So I'd like to thank y'all for coming out. Sorry for the delay, Trashkin. That's on me. I should have read the guide more closely. Via Copa. We gotta deal with the Guardians of Life and Death next time, so best I take a little rest while I can. And of course, I also should be doing a lot more for the spooky season. That's creeping up rather quickly. So, Trashkin, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed your time here and you're new, please do consider subscribing and joining the Trashkin around the trash fire on the regular. We've got plenty more Let's Plays to keep you amused, but if you must depart us now, I'd like to take a moment and remind you all to help yourself to a drink and a snack for the road. We've got plenty. Don't go ahead and fold up that camping chair. We'll have need of it soon enough. Don't worry about the trash fire. We've got that tended. Count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Go tell the folks you love you give a good damn. Play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all next one.